I don't believe in coincidences, and something tells me that if you're on this video, you don't either. You're looking for something, and I'm looking for you. A specific person that's searching for truth. But most people's life, unfortunately, feels worse than a prison. There's no freedom. There's no financial freedom. There's no relationship freedom. There's no mental freedom. They're depressed and chained by the shackles of their mind. They're not able to actually be themselves, and just life isn't going well. That's what this webinar is all about. Burnout is one part of it, for sure. But the bigger thing we want is a prison break. We want you to break out of the shackles that you're in. So this webinar focuses on burnout, but from an angle that you've never, I can guarantee that you've never thought of before. You're about to learn very advanced concepts that will shift how you view everything. And on the 13th of June and the 14th of June, we're doing events in the United Kingdom, which is called the Prison Break. We're coming to the UK live for a seminar. You'll hear more about it, plus some gifts coming, some coupons and all kinds of things. But right now, get ready to learn about burnout. It's a step towards the prison break and will give you what you've been looking for. Let's begin.
I had an amazing win after doing a one-on-one session with Meir.
I just completed a 7-day seminar. It was the most amazing week of my entire life.
Okay, so I just did my 4th seminar with Meir. Quite incredible.
This was the best webinar I've ever been on. I've handled an issue that I've been carrying with me for 10 years.
It's improved relationship with my husband, with my children.
Another valuable coaching session with Meir. It's really incredible to have somebody with you on your side.
Thank you so much, Meir, for that amazing reawakening.
If anyone follows even a bit of what he's been saying, it's going to be a different life for them.
Meir has taught such hugely valuable information to me. He really is truly a world expert in what he does.
Join this program, the value is just like wow.
From session 1, it was boom, boom, boom.
Be a part of the classes that Meir teaches. It is absolutely incredible.
I love you, Meir, and I love you, Guaranteed Prosperity.
Thank you so much for all that you do.
You go from here, but automatically through the ceiling.
You need to get into the class. Come join. It starts with you.
We just finished a great, amazing seminar, and so many barriers inside of me shattered.
There is free happiness, free success, and lots of money coming your way. So come to the seminar.
Wow. So happy that you showed up. I want to let you know that what you're about to get today is going to be one of the most powerful experiences you've ever had. And if you stay right until the end, we have a gift for you, and Gal will announce what that gift is. So if you stay right until the end, we're going to give you a gift that's worth hundreds of dollars in terms of value. We're going to give it to you for free, and it's worth way more than the dollar, pound, euro amount of the gift. One last thing, what Meir teaches, and if you know me, I've worked with the biggest name speakers on the planet that are known, like the Les Browns, the Jack Canfields, a lot of the big names. And I'm telling you, and I'm friends with some of them know me, I know them, we're friends. I'm telling you, I've looked and worked with these big name speakers, and these leaders are so-called leaders, and they're wonderful. Like, they really do the best that they can do. They really help in some way, shape, or form. If you truly want results, if you really want to change your life, I'm telling you, there is no one like Meir. Trust me, there's no one like Meir. I'm a great speaker. I've been traveling around the world for 13 years. I have multiple successful businesses. There is only one being that I would step off the stage for to let him speak. There was no one else. I don't care, you name any of those big names, I would not get off the stage for them. But if it was Meir, I would literally step aside to let him be the first one to speak, because he helps like no one else I've ever seen. If you come on the class and you participate and you're genuinely here and you listen to what he's saying, you engage and you respond in the chat and you apply what he's saying, I can guarantee you, your life will never be the same again. It will be the best thing you ever did. My brother Gal, who's the face of Guaranteed Prosperity, is going to say something in a moment. And get ready for a powerful, amazing class. And remember, As long as you stay until right at the end, you will get that gift that is amazing and invaluable.
Wow, thank you to the amazing Vishal. This is Meir's legal department. No, I'm just joking. I'm his son. But I do have a disclaimer for you. What you're about to hear is very different. It will challenge you at your core beliefs. I'm giving you a warning. Meir's been known to be called a mind expander. He says things that you don't expect, that you might even find yourself resisting. But it's exactly what you need to hear. It's not about if you agree or if you disagree. It's about if you understand it. So if you're willing to expand your mind, if you're willing to let the medicine work, this is for you. Get ready for something transformational, and let's begin.
Thank you, Babale. Can you hear me, everyone? Okay, good. So we are starting. Today I'm going to give you things that are totally new. Even if you've been with me for a while, you will discover very, very, very new concepts. Again, you need to confront your ability to confront, your ability to look at in a totally new unit of time, to forget everything that you've learned, and look in a new unit of time and say, does it make sense? That's the difference between you and a robot. A robot already have a program. He operates based on a program. You look in a totally new unit of time. Do we have an agreement? Yes, okay. Thank you, Luciana. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Agreements. Welcome to your 8th Extreme Wisdom class of the GP University. No recordings, please. Nothing I say today is true, unless, of course, it is true for you. Nothing I say today is true, unless, of course, it is true for you. So you need to look in a totally new unit of time and decide, is it true for me? But before you can decide if it's true, you need to understand. So don't let me move from point A to point B before you understand point A. I teach only what is simple, because truth needs not complexity. Only lies do. You'll see that the end result of complexities is unworkability. The end result of complexities is unworkability. And most importantly, you are not a spectator in the class. You're a participant, a partaker. So don't sit there like an amoeba and expect me to give you a mind massage. Okay, that's not what I'm going to do. I want you to participate. I want you to look. I want you to challenge yourself, to ask, to say, how can it be, how it cannot be? Okay. You will get results only if you participate. We're going to learn applicable knowledge, and the purpose is result, not thinking. The word thinking, I define the word thinking as a substitute for action. For as long as you think, you admit that you don't know. When you know, it is instant. When you need to think, is not because you don't know, but because you know wrong. Your problem is never that you don't know. Your problem is that you know wrong. When you know wrong, the answer is instant. You just know. You know when you know correctly, not when you don't know wrong. The answer is correctly. What's your name? Boom, you know. But if you drank and you have all kinds of pictures rushing into you, all of a sudden you cannot talk. Are you with me? Okay. My guarantee is simple. During this series, you will become immune to failure and gain the ability to create significant wealth, ethically and consistently. I'm so sure of my ability to bring results that when you come to the seminar in England, when you come to the prison break, if you arrive and stay the whole seminar, by the end of the seminar, if you didn't get more than the expected results, not the expected result, the expected result is nothing, because most people have a very, very, very low threshold. They expect very little. So if you don't get more than your expected results, I will double what you paid. So if you paid £50, I'll give you 100. If you pay 100, I'll give you 200. If you didn't pay, I'll give you a kiss. Are you with me? There's only one condition. There's only one condition. You must participate. I don't know, Magali. I don't know. I don't mind if how you participate. I don't care if you say something that I agree with or not, but I need you to participate. Okay? That's all the conditions. It's really straightforward. Participate and everything will be fine, okay? So here we go. What is the most difficult undertaking for the spirit? What is the difference between you and everyone else? In 10 years' time, all but you would give their all to be back in time to this specific moment. So true. To be as young, as happy, and healthy too. Yet you grow with each goodbye you pursue. If you could glimpse at the state you were in when first we met, to now, to your grand win, if you could fully fathom the truth I convey, you'd marvel at how far you've come today. No matter how low you might descend, one inner circle, a piece of truth, or a business class, and you transcend. Lifted from the mud where you once tread, knowing you are never as low as the last time you bled. You are you, forever ahead. Most people think their life is a disaster. The days are terrible, filled with sorrow, life in shatters. Yet in truth, they are having the best time ever, unaware of the joy, the endeavor that leaves them never. How do I know this with such certainty? They'd give it all to reclaim today, to have what used to be, even if for charity. Their eyes clinch to shadows of time long past. Ignoring the present, they are stuck in the past. The day of most people is ruined. It is clear if the internet is slow or Uber is not near. Yet, just 100 years passed, no one had hot showers and no one made a fuss. Demand for production is something most can't conceive. Yet, 200 years ago, slavery and forced labor was the norm. You couldn't even grieve. And 300 years back, if you refused your boss's call, you'd starve or face a bullet with no safety net at all. Most of today's people can't handle slight heat. Yet, 115 years ago, no one had air conditioning, not even a bit. And not for a second did they throw a fit. Most people stop all they do for a headache or a cold's hold. Yet, 150 years ago, painkillers were untold, and taking a day off was a luxury bold. Yet, you are different. But different how? You are different since you can do the hardest thing for the spirit to allow. And I will explain. Most people cannot confront the good. The good for them is out of sight. And so they must resist the bad with all their might. You are different. You face the toughest challenge for the spirit to conceive. You validate improvement, confront the good, control the bad, and so you truly live ahead. At any given moment, the majority are in the best state. Yet, they believe they are cursed with the worst fate. And so, they habitually operate on a broken aid. Yet you are source. You are it. You are love, the highest state. I count on you. Welcome, Commander.
Wow, That video, it blows me away every time newly. If you're still here, we're about to jump into some real meat. So get ready. And what I recommend is that you create a distraction-free environment so that you can really deep dive into the material coming. Yes, we're going to tell you about the United Kingdom seminar that's coming. Yes, we're going to give you unbelievable tools. Yes, I have a promo code for you coming with a special gift. And I'll even suggest some other ways that you might be able to get a little closer to what we do, okay? That's coming. I'll pop up here and there throughout. So stick with it. It's going to be worth your time. Let's dive deeper.
Wow, wow, wow. And today this video is very apropos. You will see. Yes, very, very amazing. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, how would you define the word vertigo? How would you define the word vertigo? Out of balance? I don't know. Dead? Spinning feeling? Yes. Okay. Dizzy, imbalance. Excellent. Yes. Okay. So let me give you the definition. One of the definition. The definition, or actually my definition of vertigo, is a condition in which a person becomes so disoriented that he mistakes one thing for its opposite. I'll give you an example. A pilot suffering from vertigo can mistake the sky for the ground and the ground for the sky. He's no longer merely confused. He is certain and wrong. So you will happily go straight into the ground, feeling and thinking 100% that you're actually going up. Are you with me? That's vertigo. So you go at the opposite. You're so disoriented that you go to the opposite of what is pro-survival for you, but you're sure that you are right. Okay? Vertigo. Okay. And that is what makes vertigo dangerous. Not that you don't know, but that you know what is not so. You understand? The problem is never what you don't know. Why? Because you are unable not to know. You don't have the ability not to know because the spirit knows, but you can definitely invent broken knowledge. Do you understand the nuance here? Your problem is never lack of knowledge. The spirit knows. You started with knowing everything and you deteriorate towards less and less and less knowing and towards more and more knowledge, which become broken knowledge, because every piece of knowledge is actually a limitation. Think about it. I know it sounds crazy, but if you know, for example, that this is red, it will never become yellow, yes? Red is red. So every time you agree, you limit your viewpoint, and red is only red now, in this moment, in this condition, and in a different universe, or even in a different time, it's not red anymore, or at least not the same red. Are you with me? It's really amazing. Now, I want you to write in the chat a situation where you faced a problem and either overcame it or improved the situation, something that somehow you managed to improve the situation. Write down. Write down in the chat, you had this kind of situation. Excellent, you have it. Okay. Very good. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay. Now, I want you to, the problem was there, the circumstances were there, yet something changed. What did you do that caused the situation to improve? Do you understand? It was there, but something changed and the situation improved. Is that correct? What did you do to improve the situation? Confront. What was it? Have a look. Confronted. Yes. What was it? Action, perception about it, genuine communication, change my viewpoint, took risk. I want to, of course, yes. Confronted. Yes. Action, perception on it. Yes. Very good. Excellent communication. Yes. Got into a financial situation. Then, Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay. Every solved problem has one thing in common. And this thing is that someone became cause over it. Look, when you have a problem, if this is a problem, let's call it this thing as a problem, you are small and the problem is big. True or false? The problem is cause and you are effect. True or false, yes? If you can become bigger than the problem becomes small, even if it is the same problem. The question is, how do you become bigger than the problem? The question is, how do you become bigger than the problem? Yes? Because theoretically, it makes sense. Theoretically, it makes sense. You became cause over it. Yes? But the question is, how? How? If that were the whole answer, just become cause over the problem or just become bigger, then merely knowing it should solve all problems. Yet it doesn't. So I teach you and I'm telling you, look, you need to become cause over the problem. It makes sense to you. And if it's true, there will be immediate improvement, immediate results. But most people, despite the fact that they're hearing it, and despite the fact that they will have a little bit of improvement, they will not solve the problem easily. True or false? So it makes sense, the operation succeeded, but the patient died. So we need to improve our understanding of the situation, yes? We need to improve our understanding so problems will never be a problem for you. And this is really the purpose of this class. To discover what's going on. Why do you become such a magnet for problems and why you cannot get rid of them? It's like a gum on your shoe, you cannot get rid of it, Why? Let's have a look. Most people know they should be cause, yet they remain effect. You know that it's better to be cause than effect, but you remain effect, yes? Most people know they should take control, yet they remain controlled. You know it's better to be in control. You know it's better to close cycles of actions. You know it's better to do than to not do. You know all of those things. But somehow you don't bring the expected results. Somehow you don't act. Yes, I've been watching you and I saw, okay, I taught you these things and I see you understand it, but still you don't get it. When I'm saying you don't get it, it's not that you don't get it intellectually. I'm talking about real life results, income, actual results. Yes? So I want to actually handle it. Okay. Most people know they should create the future, yet they continue reacting to the past. You know it's not good. You know it's not good to react based on the past, but it takes 2 seconds to turn on all your past and make you act totally insane. And the question is why? Why? Why is it that despite the fact that theoretically by having this knowledge, you should immediately get control? Why the knowledge don't bring you immediate control? And even if it does bring you control, it's short-lived. Is that correct or not? You want to be cause, but you are cause for 2.5 seconds over the toilet paper, maybe. But even that, you forget to bring enough spare toilet paper to the restroom, yes? Yeah, situation, yes. Yes. So let's start, let's see. Okay, let's see. What kind of cause do you know of? What kind of cause do you know? We're talking about cause, the opposite of effect. What kind of cause do you know of? Control? No, what kind of cause? Line, linear and not linear, okay. Confront is maybe, okay. Knowing. What kind of cause do you know of? Kinds, there is more than one. Taking more responsibility over something, doing, no barriers, taking ownership, doing, taking initiative, responsibility. Okay, taking responsibility, total and potential cause. Okay. Taking action, self-cause, that's good. Creating, feeling responsible for someone. Okay, confront, yes. Okay. Changing my tone, yes. Okay. What kind of cause do you know of? I'm going to give you this thing, and I will take you step by step, and you will see that once you fully understand what I'm talking about, you will discover not only why you are not cause, but why your country go crazy, why people go into war, why brothers fight, why people get married. No, I'm joking. Why are you doing all the crazy things in the universe? Yes, all the extreme sport. Okay, there are two kinds of causations. There are two kinds of causation. The first one I call, and this is a totally new word for you, it's a made-up word that I made, and it is verticause. Verticause stands for vertigo causation. Are you with me? Vertigo causation. You cause, but in the opposite way. Verticause, okay? And I'm going to explain to you exactly what it is, and you're going to discover that this is exactly what's happening. And then I'm going to, if we have enough time, I will explain to you the second type. And then in London, I will give you the exact mechanism of how do you actually become the second type, okay? Because vertigos is really, really destructive, and you will see within a second. Here we go. Vertigos is a spiritual vertigo. It is a condition in which a being mistakes effects for cause, reaction for creation, force for ability, knowledge for knowing, and survival for life. For example, effect for cause, you are upset with someone and you're not going to forgive him, or you're waiting for forgiveness, and actually you are in effect, but you are sure that you are cause. Are you with me? You're carrying this upset with you forever. You're looking at your past and you think that this is experience and you worship experience, but experience is actually the sum of all your limitations. Because if we will look at the experience of people, we will never fly, because experience told us what cannot be done, not what can be done. You understand? You look at life and you think that if you change something, you created something. No, changing is not creating. Changing is just stronger and stronger limitations. Creation is to bring something out of nothing. You speak, you talk, you listen, and you don't understand, but you think that this is knowledge. No. No, you deteriorate. The more knowledge you need, the less knowing you have. You will see that when you learn something, you get more and more and more and more knowledge. And the purpose of knowledge is knowing, is not more knowledge. Are you with me or not? Does it really make sense to you? Yes, because it's different. I'm talking to you about different things, yes? If it doesn't make sense to you, ask me. Say, but what about? Yes? Ask me, yes? Tell me, look, but how come? Because I need to see what does not make sense to you, okay? So if I have knowledge, do you agree that the spirit knows? Do you agree? Regardless if you are religious or not, you know that the spirit, not your body, is created in the image of God. So you have a godly ability. Do you agree with that? Okay. So now what happened is, you know, and because you know, it is really boring for you, so you decide that you don't know. Every time you're born, you decide, I don't know, let me learn everything from the beginning. And so you start to learn and you accumulate knowledge. But the knowledge, you become a good doctor only once you know, not when you use knowledge. You become a good surgeon only when you know what you're doing. You become a good a motorcycle rider only when you know. You become a good guitar player when you know, not when you use the knowledge. If I play guitar and I need to look every second at what does it mean and how do I place my fingers and which streaming, I don't know. I'm not a good guitar player. I'm useless. Are you with me? Only when I know. Only when I'm not relying on knowledge, when I rely on the spirit to bring about something out of nothing, you've got art. Otherwise, you've got nonsense. Does it make sense to you? Yeah, accumulated knowledge, if it's in the direction of knowing, it's perfect because once you know, you throw it away. Once you know how to ride a bicycle, you don't ask your father, how do I ride a bicycle? Let me see it. Was it the left leg or the right leg? How do I get into balance? Yes? Yes, everything has its place, but the ultimate, the direction should be towards knowing. Otherwise, you are a robot. Why? Robot operate on knowledge. Robot want more knowledge and they always look at knowledge. A robot always look at knowledge. There is a sensor and he compared to some kind of a memory, some kind of a program that use some kind of data. And they go towards more and more and more knowledge. People go towards more and more knowing. Do you see the difference? This is really unbelievable, yes? A person that have verticals, he sees everything upside down. And because he sees it upside down, he creates upside down. Yeah, you just know there's no amount of knowing. Okay? If you have this condition of vertigals, if you're in verticals, you will see that you see everything upside down and you will create upside down. How do you know that you have vertigals? You have verticals when you don't have the expected results. Yes, the knowledge is pieces of temporary data, okay, or evaluated data. The tragedy is not that he is lost. The tragedy is that he is certain he knows the way. So when you are in verticals, the worse, the more you are in verticals, the more you see the opposite of what it is. The more you see the opposite of what it is, the more you will be sure that you know. Did you notice that people that are really, really, really stupid are the hardest to change their mind? Is it true or false? A smart person can take any viewpoint. A stone is a stone. You will not going to change the stone. It's a stone. So the more a person is locked on a viewpoint, the less result he will bring, but the more he will be sure that he is right. It is actually insane, but your effort to be right is what makes you wrong. Because if you say, I want to be right, I want to be right, I want to be right, you leave the wrong, the other side, uncontrolled, and you intensify it. It's really unbelievable, yes? It is a form of causation driven by obsession. When you have an obsession, for example, I must be organized. No, I cannot do that like that. I have to do it like that. When you have any obsession, any compulsion, or any inhibition, which means I'm not willing to experience anything, you actually in vertigals. Because it's something else from the past that tells you how to behave right now. You understand? Oh, I don't double dip. It's an inhibition. Yes? Oh, I don't like, I don't know, I don't like tall people. I don't like short people. Oh, I'm tired. I have to sleep 8 hours per night. Or I cannot sleep. Any obsession, compulsion, or inhibition is an indication that you are trapped. Do you understand what is a trap? What is a jail? What is a lack of freedom? It's just too much obsession, too much compassion, or too much inhibition. Are you with me? So it is a form of causation driven by obsession, compassion, and inhibition, as opposed to what? What will be the opposite of that? What will be the opposite of verticals? What will be the opposite of verticals? Clarity, yes. Create freely, balance, freedom. Yes, very perfect, yes. Flexible, yes. Open, yes. Very good answers. Magic. Yeah, I love magic. Being free of mind, that's excellent. Knowing, yes. Conscious cause, yes. Yeah, knowing. Excellent. This is really good. The opposite will be the greatest good for the greatest number of being, life, forms, and things. Which means you are not stuck on some kind of a program. You look at what's in front of you and make the decision, what will be the most good to the biggest number of being, life forms, or things. Any other thing, you are stuck on a viewpoint. And since you are living in a universe that always change, if you cannot look at the situation at zero time and decide what is the most survival for the greatest number of being life forms and things, you are going to bring about the incorrect result. And it's more than just live in the moment, which is good, and just do it. It is evaluate what's in front of you and act in a very specific direction, in the direction of the most survival to the most number of being, life forms, and things. Should I eat that? Depends on the situation. Are you with me? Should I do that? Depend on the overall situation. Can I observe and make a decision based on the data on hand? Or am I a robot that have predefined programming that I never do that? I am not this kind of guy. I am not going to do that. Yes, Patrick. Very nice. Are you with me? Yes, Ronel. Burnout is the inevitable result of prolonged verticalization. When someone is tired, when someone is beaten, when someone is stressed, when someone is suffer burnout, what actually happened is being on a very long trip of verticals. Are you with me? You've been going towards success, but creating disaster. So of course, you'll be burnout. But if you're going towards success and every second you go, you get $1 billion, believe me, there would not be burnout. You're not getting burnout from getting too much money. Never saw anyone that getting burnout for getting too much money or too much fun or too much love or too much admiration. Never seen something like that. Yes? Only if you are in verticals and you think that you go forward and you put all of you in and the result is useless, of course, you will have burnout. But burnout is just a manifestation. Are you with me? It is the condition in which a being continues to generate action, effort, and force, but no longer towards a conscious chosen target or an ideal scene. So the person don't operate towards some kind of a specific target because he's been controlled by a predefined machinery, by a predefined program. Are you with me? So what you have is a very interesting situation. In order to be successful, you need to be you. And you need to be willing to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm. So far, so good? Which means nothing phases you. If I need to jump into a pool of shit, I do that, not a problem. If I need to jump into the pool of honey, I'll do it. It's not a problem. If I need not to sleep for 2 days, I will not sleep. So I'm willing to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm. That's the first thing, okay? And then I know that I know. I know that I know. I don't know how I know. I don't know nothing. I just know that I know. I will manage, no problem. So I define what is the target. Because I know what is the target, let's say that the target is this mountain, okay? Never mind how big is the forest. As long as I can see the mountain, I will go right, left, right. I will know what to do anytime that I hit another tree. I will know, and eventually I will get to the mountain. True or false? So no one need to tell me what to do. If someone need to tell you what to do, you're at verticals. That's the first indication. Are you with me? So you have a target. If you know the target, if you really understand the target, no one need to tell you what to do. If you're about to drown, you don't call your mom and say, hey, mommy, what should I do? How do I not drown? You know 100% you need to breathe, yes? So you know what to do. You don't call your boss and say, hey, I'm not sure, should I press here or there? That's nonsense, yes? Because you have a very clear target. I need to breathe now. Are you with me? So if you have a question, you need to know you are already wrong. Because you know. What does it mean wrong? Wrong is only not going towards the target and thinking that you go towards the target. That's all. That's all wrong mean. Because if you know what is the target, you cannot be wrong, because you will go left, right, you cut the tree, you climb the tree, you'll do irrelevant, you will get to the target. If you are brilliant, it will be very fast. If you are not as brilliant, it will be slower, that's all. Are you with me? So what does it mean, vertigos? Vertigos just mean that you don't have the target in mind, but you are sure that you do, because a piece of information tells you what to do. And this is a robot. A robot is always at verticals. He's never cause. Are you with me? Now, the magic is that if you have the target really defined, you will know what to do and you will love it. You don't complain while you're trying to breathe, oh, I don't like to do this action. You love the actions. You are all in it. Are you with me? If you're drowning and you know what to do and you're fighting, and you don't say, oh, I don't feel like fighting. You give everything and more. Do you see that? You understand what I'm talking about, yes? But if you don't understand the target, and if someone told you what to do, and you follow what someone told you what to do, and you don't invent what you need to do based on the target because you are a robot, then of course you don't love your job, and of course you will have burnout, and of course you will be useless. Are you with me? But it's not easy to swallow that if you have a burnout, it is only you. It's only you. If you have a burnout, it's only you. You are actually operating on verticals. I'll explain more. The reason for the action is no longer the result, but constant obsession and compulsion to be right and the inability to be wrong. So you don't actually go after the result. You say, I don't feel like it. Oh, but I like that. Oh, no, but I'm tired. Oh, but I'm afraid. All kind of nonsense. Are you with me? The reason for the action is no longer the result, but constant, all the time, either obsession or compulsion or the inability to be wrong, which means some kind of inhibition. And that is why verticals is so dangerous, because from a distance, it looks exactly like causation, but it is not causation. from a distance, when you look at someone that very act and busy and working and living his life and going to 9-to-5 jobs or have a business and he's doing, it looks like possession, but it's not. Are you with me? This is the actual danger. This is the problem with verticals. It looks like cause. It just looks like cause, but it's not. It is effect wearing the mask of cause. The motion are there. The effort is there. Even the certainty is there. But causation is not measured by motion. It is measured only by results. You understand? Causation is not measured by motion, not by certainty, not by effort, not by time, not by intention, only by result. How cause you are? Did you bring the result? Yes or not? That's all. Thank you very much. Well, I brought the result after 50 years. It's not the result. No one needs it anymore. It costs too much. It costs too much, you understand? Because result, inherent in the result, is time. It is actually, there is three things in every step, in every result. It has to be viable. Anything you do has to be viable. It has to be in the correct quantity, and it has to be in the correct quality. And if you have big ideas about how viable it should be, or how much, what's the quantity should be, or what's the quality of it should be, you're going to make a mistake. You are at verticals. Are you with me? So causation is not measured by motion, by anything, only by result. But how does one knows the difference between egoistic desire creating by force and greater cause one? This, yes. How does one know? You need to understand what is the end result. The end result has something very, very interesting. It can be measured, and you want to measure it. The only thing you cannot measure is what has not been produced. So if my end result is the mountain, it's very clear. I'm either getting closer to the mountain or further from the mountain. It's very clear. It can be measured. If my end result is profit, I either make more profit or I become less Jewish, yes? But it doesn't go together, yes? One of the two. Are you with me? The end result is something that you can measure. If you cannot measure it, it's not an end result. Doingness is not an end result. And that's why doingness, while it seems like you measure it, it will not affect your result. Are you with me? It's really amazing. Now, it is effect wearing the mask of cause. The being appears to be cause, yet is increasingly operating as an effect. Every day that you are in verticals, you will see that you deteriorate. It goes like that. There's a very interesting situation that actually happening. At the beginning, your total potential. Okay? And you should really follow up this thing. As you start any game, as you start any business, at the beginning, you have a kind of angle like that, which means that generally everything falls inward and it's very difficult to fail. Are you with me? You need a force to fail. Are you with me? At the beginning, you need the force to fail. Why? Because you're already powerful. You're starting from a powerful position. Okay? If you don't handle it properly, you will see that you will fall down and the angle will not be as high. So it will require less force for you to fail. It will require less force for you to fail. If you will not actually improve, if you will continue to operate on verticals, you will see that it will become a straight line or a slight down, okay? So now any force can make you fail. Are you with me? If you still will not do anything about it, you will see that the angle will become much steep, which means now that you need force just to keep it up, just to keep it not falling. If you will not handle that, you will see that this thing will become so steep that it will be almost impossible to go up. Now you understand that this is where the less you know, this is the level of knowingness. When you know, you have total potential and endless energy. As you deteriorate, you need more energy, but you have less energy to handle it. And then at the end here, below that, you start to go negative, which means that below that, you start to go this way. Not only that you fall down, but it's negative. Are you with me? This is really what's happening in the life of everyone. It is really, really unbelievable. And if you are cause and not verticals, you will see that you'll be able very easily to go up to here. There's a specific action that you need to go up to here, 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 and to be here on the Olympus. Total potential. Nothing can hurt you. Are you with me? So when you start a business, for example, you'll see at the beginning is very, very difficult just to create profit. And you have all kinds of liabilities, etc. But if you do the right actions, you'll see that some money will come in and it will be a little bit less difficult if you actually know what you're doing, yes? And it will take some time and you'll do some action. And if you are not in verticals, you'll see that you'll get very quickly to here when it's straight line or slightly down, and it will require much less work to keep going. And you will be better and better. And at one point, you will do so well that you will have so much extra money that things will become really, really, really easy. And at one point, you will make so much money that nothing can hurt you. Like they will need to fight you very hard to cause you to fail. And if you really continue and you know what you're doing, at one point, you will get to a point that you're God, no one will touch you. And there's a specific way to do it. There's a specific way to do it. And the reason most of people going this way all the time. And what we will do in England, I will teach you how to reverse the flow so you can start climbing out. Because without this action that we're going to do in England, you are not going to change this. Are you with me? You are not going to change it. 100%. Don't even try. You lost already. It's really, and I'm telling you again, this is not just a theory. This is 100% result. That's why I can guarantee double the return. Okay. And that is how you begin to forget that before there was an action, before there was a reaction, before there was a word to react to, there was you. You understand? Everything started with you, not with knowledge. Not with the barriers, not with opinions, not with feelings, not with emotion. Are you with me? The source and cause, not only of your action, but of every reaction you experience, every reaction you do not experience, and the reality they create. You understand? When you really, really cause, you are the source. For end cause, you're the source of end cause. Not only of your own action, it's not that you punched, so I did it, but when you really realize who you are, how much you know, that you'll see that if this is me, any action I did, if I punched you, if anyone punched me, if any two other people punch each other, if anything happened, it is me. Are you with me? But to get to this viewpoint, you start with the lowest level. What is the lowest level of responsibility? What is the lowest level of responsibility? What is the lowest level of responsibility? Problem. Problem is the lowest level of responsibility. Yes? Problem is the lowest level of responsibility. Okay? Or actually below problem, I will say there is a physical universe. Physical universe is the lowest level of responsibility, actually. Are you with me? Physical universe is a kind of a problem. So we can say the physical universe is the lowest level of responsibility. Why? The physical universe never wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want coffee. Just above that in responsibility, you have problems. You have force, counter force. Are you with me? This is the definition of the word problem, yes? If you think, what is a problem? I want that, she doesn't want it. Okay, there is a problem. I want money and the customer doesn't want to give it to me. Intention, counter intention, force, counter force. Just above that, things happening as you want. So when you say something, you're cause. So when you say something, it happened. But other people can say something and they will affect you, okay? So this is a higher level of responsibility when you're cause, yes? And the higher level of responsibility is when you create. When you create, anything you do and anything that happened to you or to anyone else, it's you. Are you with me? But you start here. You act like an object. Most people act like an object. If I push them, they scream. If I push a piece of wood, it cracks, yes? It will say, ah, you will hear it, yes? If I push a glass, it will break, yes? If I hit a piece of metal, it will bend. This is most people. They act like the physical universe. They act like an object. It's hard to confront, but this is where most people start. This is where most people start. They really believe that they're a piece of physical universe, object. Until one day, you mistake your reactions for decisions. You think that your reactions is a decision. Did you ever see someone that did something really bad and now say, no, I decided to do that because? Did you ever see that? Not you. I'm talking about people in Australia, yes? Not here. So you see, you do something really stupid and you explain it, yes? So you mistake your reaction to decisions, your compulsion for intention. And you even argue and you say, no, this is my feelings. That's how I feel. What do you want me to be without feeling? Yes, I want you to be without feeling. Why? Why I want you to be without feeling? Because your current feeling is not feeling, is a mess. When you're actually successful, you don't need to be worried about your feeling because your feelings will be really, 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 really good. But now you don't have your feeling. You have a feeling of a piece of object. You cry when something push, you scream when something this, you get cold, you get hot, you are total effect. You are not cause, you understand? And the purpose is to bring you up. And if I will be worried about how you feel, I will never take you up because you will cry all the way. If a doctor will listen to the patient because it's a little bit uncomfortable, he will not do the operation and the patient will die. It will be a very bad doctor, yes? So I don't really care about your feeling. I will give you painkillers so you will experience it. The painkiller is actually the gradient. So I will give you some painkillers so you will not scream as much, but I promise you it's not easy. If it's easy, it's not worth having. Are you with me? Until one day you mistake your reaction for decisions, your compulsions for intention, and the machinery you created for the source of life. The deception of verticals is not that you cease to create. It is that you continue destroying without knowing that you are. Are you with me? This is really the problem. You will continue to destroy and you will be 100% sure that you're doing the right thing. This is the problem. This is what we're going to handle. The being appears to be cause, yet is increasingly operating as an effect. And that is how this is how the creator begins to forget that he's creating. Understand that part? Easy things are often very much worth having. Air, water. Yes, you don't have air. This is something that you're not even aware of it. But if someone gave you money and they gave you money and gave you money, you will waste it. You will lose it. That's why people that won the lottery lose all the money and 97.5% lose all the money because they didn't earn it. If someone give you a position that you didn't work for it, it's useless. If I give you a seminar that you don't have to pay for it, you will see that you will not learn it. You will drop out. Anything, if I give you something very easy, play with a child that 3 years old, play with him basketball. Very, very easy. Will you, for how long you will play? 2.5 seconds. Because in order to have any interest, you need a challenge, because happiness is the overcoming of barriers towards a purpose. Happiness is not lying down. That mistake of thinking that, oh, it's fun to have things easy is why people go for drugs. They don't understand that happiness is the overcoming of barriers. It's not getting to the top. It's climbing the mountain. It's not closing the deal. It's not a closed deal. It's closing the deal. It's the process of closing the deal. Yes, we close it. 2 minutes later. Okay, so now what? I'm going to give you a drill now. I want to give you a drill that will help you to release a little bit of the viewpoint of being total effect. Are you ready for that? Yes. So you need to do the drill exactly as I'm telling you. You need to participate, telling me what's happening in the chat. And you need to do only the drill. If while you're doing the drill, you also answer WhatsApp and you watch Netflix while you're doing it, or I don't know, doing anything else other than doing the drill, don't expect results. Okay? So here we go. We're starting. This is the drill. Recall a time when things did not go your way. Just tell me that you have it. Okay, very good. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Now here's the question. I need you to be honest with yourself. What were you trying to be right about? What did you try to be right about? My point of view, yes, got it. My way. Okay. Yes, better, exactly. Excellent. Now, who did you try to make wrong? Exactly. Who did you try to make wrong? Exactly. You see, good. What wrongness were you trying to prevent? What wrongness did you try to prevent? Exactly. Very good. Okay. Okay. Now I want you to recall an earlier similar time when things did not go your way. Earlier similar. So you stop at the win, yes? So find an earlier similar situation where things did not go your way. It doesn't have to be exact, but it has to be before, earlier similar. Excellent, win, perfect. Stop at the win, okay? Okay. Very good. Now, what were you trying to be right about in that situation? Okay. Unfair childhood. Okay. 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 Okay, exactly the same. Okay. Okay, you got it. Perfect. Now, who did you try to make wrong? Who did you try to make wrong? Everyone, customer, parents, yes. The other person, yes. Good win. It's amazing, Anna. Very well done. What wrongness were you trying to prevent? Okay. Good win, Diane. Very good. Good. What wrongness were you trying to prevent? Same wrongness. Amazing. The wind is growing, Shamaya. Wow. Failure, got it. Rejection. Yes, very good. Excellent. Good win. Excellent. Privilege, yes. Good look. Yes. Now I want you to find an earlier similar time when things did not go your way. Earlier and similar. Andy, very good. Big win. Wow. Good, Esther. Good, Harold. Ever very good. And excellent. Yes. Good, Arjun. Very good, Barbara. The excellent. Yes. If you cannot think of anything specific, go back to the last one and pick up more data. Vince, pick up one thing. Never mind which one. Stop at the win, yes. Exactly. Win. Mariella, yeah, very nice. Okay. Now what were you trying to be right about? The more exact you will be, the better it will be. What were you trying to be right about? Fairness, yes. Okay. Excellent. Very good. And who did you try to make wrong? Okay. Okay. Okay, very good. Now I want to ask you something. I want to stop for a second and ask you something. Let's say that this is you, okay? Let's say that this is you, and this is the situation. Will you agree that in order for you to have a problem, you need to hold to some kind of a fixed idea? You compare the situation to something. So you say it was not fair. So you say he is wrong. I didn't want to be wrong. But if I will give you a situation that is totally new, you never had anything to do with anything. It's like totally 100% new, totally new situation. And this is you. What will you think? Totally new picture. You come to a new life, no memory, nothing, but you know. You know, which means you can look, you can figure out what is the target that you want to achieve. And because of that, you will know what to do. What will happen if you knew and it was very good, clear for you what's the target and this is the information, this is the situation? Will you act differently? No problem, yes? Which mean that if you take any one of those situations that you thought about and you will say, hold on, this is me and this is the situation. And now I don't care about what's happened before. What do I want to achieve? What do I want the target to be? You will see that you know exactly what to do to achieve your target without any training, without anything. True or false? Amazing, Oscar, yes. Are you with me? Your problem is verticals. Because you say, oh, this is wrong, this is not fair, this is my ego, this is nonsense, all bullshit. I make myself wrong, all bullshit. How do I know? Because all of this do not bring you closer to what you need to achieve. The only thing it does, it makes someone else wrong. And it makes you right, but it doesn't get you, being right, do not get you closer to what you want to achieve. Verticals. Are you with me or not? If you are brave enough, you will see that if you say, well, you know, ego. Okay, ego, bullshit. What's bullshit? Because ego do not solve the problem. Oh, it's me. Okay, you said it's me. Did it take you closer to what you want to achieve? No, it's bullshit. Next. Oh, no, no, no. Because of him, he was bad to me. Does it get you closer to achieving what you want to achieve? No, thank you very much. Wake up. You are in verticals and you are sure you are in an airplane F-35. You're sure you're going up, but you're actually crashing towards the ground. Are you with me? Because there are two types of cause, and you know only one type of cause, and the only one type of cause that you know is verticals. Every time you try to cause something, because you operate in the physical universe, you have learned, you have a lot of knowledge on how to behave like an object. An object always behave in verticals. You don't have any idea what is the other type of cause. Nothing. I'm willing to put money on it. This is the unbelievable fact, because if you don't achieve target, it means that you are useless. Why you are useless? Because the spirit is perfect. Why you are useless? Because you're acting on verticals. Are you with me? There is not depending on anything. Nothing. There is nothing else here. If you know what is the target, the barriers are not important. It will take you a day, 2, 3 months, 73 trillion years. You will arrive to here, but you will not destroy. If you don't know what's the target and you rely on the past, you will not only not get there, but you will create destruction all over the way. Are you with me? No if, then, but. Verticalization has a prerequisite. To get into verticalization, there is a prerequisite. Do you know what the prerequisite for verticalization is? What do you need to before you can get into this frame of mind of acting like an object? What do you need to do? What needs to happen? No target. Focus, you want to achieve the target. Drop responsibility. You must have past, yes. No willingness, yes. Blame, yes. Sins, yes. Believe I cannot, no, yes. You enter verticalization only after you have already become a slave. You first need to be a slave, and then you can switch. And then you can flip. So really, once you lost freedom, you become effect. Are you with me? Effect is the manifestation of loss of freedom. The only real freedom there is freedom to be caused. Think about it. And the moment that you say, it's my childhood, it's my parents, it's my mind, it's my past, it's my body, immediately, at that moment, you become a slave to your mind, to your body, to your ego, to your something, but it's something that belongs to you. How degrading it is. I'm a slave to my car. Which means something hidden from you is already cause over you. If you act in verticals, it means that something hidden from you is already cause over you. It actually jailing you. You need the prison break, you understand? But you don't know it. You don't know it. You really don't know it. Something you do not see, something you do not know, something you have not questioned is already determining your actions. It determines your actions. You understand? It's not that it's just giving you a feeling. Everything you do comes from this hidden source. Everything, not some of the thing. And for as long as that remains true, success will remain beyond your reach. And for as long as that remains true, you remain a slave. And for as long as you remain a slave, Success will remain behind your reach. It's very logical. Because success belongs to cause, not to what is caused. Now, chew on that. Yes. Success belongs to cause, not to what caused. So what is caused is already, I have a laptop. It's already caused. The success is not there. The success belongs to me being able to cause, not what is caused already. So if someone punched me, it's never going to be the cause of my success or failure. Are you with me? Because it's in the past. The question is, can I drop it? Let's say that I got molested at the age of 3. At the age of 3 in 3 seconds, can I get over it? Or am I going to hold it for the next 20 lifetimes? 3, 3.1, 3.2. Let's get over it. And I'm not saying that it's good or not. Whoever did it, let's kill him. Let's cut his stuff, whatever. Do whatever we need to do with him. But me, I need to go ahead. I cannot now get stuck with that. You understand? Because it caused already, and I have a hands in it. Are you with me? But if I say it's my ego, it's my past, it's my childhood, it was not fair, it's my husband, it's my wife, look what they did to me, look what they did to me, not a problem. You'll be extremely right, but poor. Poor with love, poor with admiration, poor with cash, poor with understanding, poor with affinity, poor with communication. You'll be poor all over. Are you with me? Because what is cause cannot be cause. A stone cannot cause anything. What is caused cannot be caused. You have to stop thinking that you behave like an object. You are not an object. You do not behave like an object. You are senior to objects. When you are slave to your feelings, or to what you like or don't like, people tell me, oh, but I don't like to do that. It's irrelevant what you like or not. What's need to be achieved. So when you are slave to your feelings or to what you like or don't like, when you fail to control your desires, to control what you want or need, when you are a slave to what you have or not have, oh, I cannot do that because I don't have that. I don't have energy. I don't have money. All bullshit. Yes, it's not correct. Slave to your obsessions, compulsions, and fail to overcome your inhibition, you're not alive. At best, you are defending yourself from life, trying not to die. Because whatever you depend upon owns a piece of you, and eventually it owns all of you. Whatever you depend upon owns a piece of you, and eventually, it owns all of you. That's why you have to be willing to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm. Otherwise, you're defending yourself from life, trying not to die. You're not alive. It's really, really different. And that is what the average person calls causation. He doesn't know that what he actually doing is verticals. Okay. You're very welcome, yes. And that is what keeps him in chain, because before you can break the chain, you must first discover that you are chained. You understand? You don't know that you are chained when you are verticals. You're really sure that you are cause. Before you can open the door, you must discover it was you who kept it locked all along. Because only you can open the door. It is your door. Because before you can become free, you must let go of what you are unwilling to be. So any obsessions, any limitations, any one of those things is what actually kills you. And that is the mystery. How do you escape a prison when the jailer, the prisoner, and the key have been you all along. How do you escape a prison, which is your life? When the jailer, the prisoner, and the key have been you all along. And this is why, for the first time in years, if not over a decade, I'm going to deliver the prison break. How to shorten your long walk to freedom. And it's not by mistake called a prison break, because this is exactly what it is. And it's so powerful that I can give the guarantee that I told you. And it is a criminality not to actually do everything you can to be there and to bring your wife and your children and your friends and anyone you care for. Because now that you know what it's going to handle, it will obviously be a willful suicide not to be there. Are you with me? Two cities, 1 weekend total access. Leicester, Saturday, June 13, from 10 a.m. It says 5 p.m. I promise you it will go at least until 8, 9, 10. At least. Some people even will continue in the next day. Why? Because we are going to get to a specific end result. You are not coming for a number of slides that I need to deliver. You come to get a specific end result. It's different. You are not coming to a seminar when I'm going to come talk, maybe tell a few jokes, and you go home feeling good. No. You're coming to get a specific end result. We are going to delete the reason you act as verticals. And it will open the door for you to handle millions and one other things in your life. You will handle some of the things, but I'll give you the tool to handle anything. And this is not everything that you need to handle in the universe. Don't misunderstand me. We are not going to handle the problem that you created over the last 57 trillion years in 8 hours, yes? But it will stop the deterioration. That's what we are going to do. We are going to stop the deterioration and start the climb up. Already, if you actually listen to this seminar today, to this webinar, and if you will listen to it again and again and again, you will see that you will do a lot to handle your life. Because the truth, undo lies. Are you with me? So Leicester, Saturday, June 30, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. London, Sunday, June 14, from 1 p.m. to at least midnight, okay? At least midnight, because there is a lot of material. There's a lot of material, and there is a massive exercise at the end. And this exercise is what will free you, okay? Thank you. The standard barrier to entry is $3,900 US. This is the normal price, but we want to make it really, really accessible. So the price is only £79. So it's a really special price. It's higher than what it was last week, but this is how we do that every week. We're encouraging you to act quickly, to make a decision and to act. Now, if you bring if you are only one person, it's £79. If you bring one person, if you are caring for one person, we let you pay $1, which means you pay for two people $80, so you can share 40-40. But if you bring a group of 3, it is totally free. You will get your money back. You understand? You pay 50, you bring 3 people, it's totally free. Are you with me? I really want to help a lot of people. I'm not doing it for the money. If you will know me, and you can ask the students that work with me for 10, 15 years, you will see it's not for the money. The only reason I charge you money is that there is some kind of value. Otherwise, it's valueless for you. Okay. Join from anywhere in the world. If you can't make it to Leicester or London in person, you can still shorten your walk to freedom and join the live seminar streamed online for $249, and you can join twice. Yes. The money back guarantee is only for the live seminar. Why? Because I cannot control you when you are online. The VIP experience, $349. What will you get? Full seminar access, exclusive dinner with me that will change your life, photo with me that will make me look good because you are looking good. And most importantly, we will do something that I call why finding, personal why finding, where I will get you to do some kind of sit with me and I'll do something with you and I will find what actually holding you back. Now, again, don't expect to hear something that you like. Probably you will hate me when I will say what I'm saying. But the next day and the next day and the next day, you will love me because the results will be there. Join from anywhere in the world. We said that I think the ironclad fail-safe, zero risk, infinite upside. So if you love it and you get result, you walk away free, no problem. If you don't, absolutely love it. If there is any kind of question, I don't know, blah, 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 not a problem. No question asked. You receive your full refund plus 100% penalty. Pay that of your pocket. So you paid me 80, you get 160. Are you with me? Yes. 80, you buy one, get one free, which means it costs you really 40. But if you bring two people, which means if you're three, the whole thing is for free. Are you with me? Which means that if you have two people, you can find someone that wants to come, friend, someone that you want to help, ask him to come and it's free. You close another person and three people is free. We want to help. We really want to help. The only rule of the breakout, you must stay for the full duration of the seminar. If you leave in the middle, there is no refund. Okay? That is the only agreement. Show up, commit to the process, and claim your freedom or your cash. The gate is closing. Register now before the impending price jump. So every week the price jump, and next week the price will jump again. If you just come to the door, it will jump again. So unless you made some kind of an arrangement with Vishal or with Gal. Gali, Vishal, do you want to add something?
You've stayed an hour and a half into this webinar. You've earned a promo code. So on the day, we were selling it for 80 pounds. Right now, the price is 100 pounds to join for a double ticket. So it's actually 50 pounds a person. But if you use the code BREAK26, then you will get it back down to 80 pounds, only because you found this promo code in this video. So both of you can come for 80 pounds total. Two people, 40 pounds each. But you bring a third person live and we will give you back the 80 pounds at the door. So the 80 pounds are just to hold your spot so that we know who's coming. And as soon as you're there, at the end of the day, because the whole thing is you have to stay to the end, you will get the 80 pounds back in cash for three people. So three people join free. Just reserve your spot for 80 pounds using code BREAK26. Now, everyone else can join at the same price as we were offering it online and at the same price as the VIP was offered, if there are VIP tickets still left when you're seeing this. All right, I'll see you in the UK very soon or online.
Yeah, I want to ask Vishal to add a few things, and I want to tell you why I'm asking Vishal to join. And I will continue after that. I'm going to continue and give you more powerful, because I want to try and tell you what is the second type of cause. I want to try and get to that. We've got a few more slides, and then I will get to that. What is the second type of cause? Because it will help you, yes? So why Vishal? Vishal has been, I know Vishal for years. I started to work with him, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. And in the past few months, we created a miracle. We handled 10, 11 years ago, okay? We created something that he can tell you about. Like really, like always, whenever I'm working with someone, when someone is fully committed, the results are beyond miracle, yes, miracle. And he came up with the idea and he set up the whole event in the UK. So we're doing it for him because he wants to help his people. That we're going to Leicester because this is where he lives. So he wants to bring back to his people. He knows the result he got and he wants to bring other people to have similar result as his own. So I'm asking Vishal to join me and tell you a little bit about why, how. Vishal, please join us.
Okay, thank you so much, Meir.
Just before Vishal comes on, I want to add something quickly. If you have any questions whatsoever, just email info@gprosperity.com. I'll write the email address somewhere here, and you will get your question answered, and we will personally help you to make sure that you can get to the seminar. Now, remember, you don't have to be in the United Kingdom. You can join from anywhere in the world, and you just join online. On top of that, you have a 200% money-back guarantee. No one gives a 200% money-back guarantee. So join online, and if you have any questions, email us and someone will personally help you. Not an AI bot. Someone will help you. Okay, email us or register right away. Let's continue.
So to cut the long story short, is I suffered immensely beyond suffering for 25 plus years in and out of mental health hospitals in Canada and England. And I tried a lot of things, nothing worked. And I knew there was only one being that could, listen carefully, help me to help myself. And I knew it was Meir. I just prolonged it, and I was below hell. You talk about hell, yes? I was at the depths of below hell. So it was a lot of suffering that I was causing to myself. So I reached out to Meir, made a plan with him, and did exactly what he suggested. I was so willing to deal with this suffering because even though I was financially successful and overall I did quite well in life, I knew that there was so much more. So I came here to South Africa, 25 plus years of suffering in 6 weeks, working with Meir, both of us as a team, cleared it out. Unbelievable. So once I discovered how much Meir can help, because ever since the first day I met him, I knew he was special. I knew he was very different. And he doesn't like me saying this, but he's helping everyone. You just don't realize it yet. He's helping all the big companies, all the big speakers directly and indirectly. He's helping everyone. And once they realize who he is, you'll see I had the vision that we'll be doing events with thousands and thousands, and then it will go to bigger events and then stadiums eventually. There'll be stadiums full of events. So you have this very, very unique opportunity right now to have Meir in a small group, because we're going to have somewhere between 70, 80, 100 people at these events on average, okay? So you're going to be fortunate enough to have Meir in such a small group. Now, I've got 5 minutes, okay? I've got 5 minutes with you to share a few things that will help you get to this event. So very quickly, I suggest you don't leave. I suggest you stay, because remember, right at the end of this class, so I'm going to share for 5 minutes. Meir's going to come back and he's going to give you more data, more valuable knowledge that you can apply to your day-to-day life. And then right at the end, Gal is going to give you a gift. We're going to tell you more about the location, a few more pieces of information about the prison break. You really need to listen. So here we go. Type in me in the chat section if you're ready for a mind-blowing 5 minutes to set it up for Meir to give you even more. Okay, amazing. If you're coming to the prison break, type in P in the chat section. If you're coming to the prison break, type wow, 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 wow. Amazing, excellent, very good, very good. So let me tell you why the prison break is so powerful. You have been for a meal and a movie. You have been on a holiday. If you've ever been on a holiday, or you've been for a meal or a movie, or you've been out for some entertainment, type in 1 in the chat section. Type in 1. If you've ever done any of those things. Excellent. And if you took you and your partner or you and your family out, how much would that cost you? So you took you and your family out, how much did it cost you? What was the cost for getting that entertainment? How much did it cost you approximately? You and your family, you and your wife, you and your girlfriend? Yeah, so maybe 100, 600. Wow, Olivia, wow, you must be going to some fancy places. Take me with you next time. Yeah, so it would cost you maybe 100 or something like that, yes? So what was the benefit of that? You went to that place and you went to the movie, the cinema, the restaurant. How long was the benefit of that? How long was the benefit of that entertainment or that food? How long did you enjoy that pleasure? How long was it approximately? Was it a few hours? Was it a day? A holiday, maybe a week? Yeah, it was very short. Would you agree? Please be honest with your answers, yes? I want you to be honest, like we're being honest with you. A few hours. Okay, excellent. Very, very nice. So you got a little bit of pleasure for a few hours. Some of you for a day, some of you went on holiday, maybe a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, Meir gave you a new life. It's invaluable. That's true. Thank you, Barbara. Wow, powerful comment. Me too. Me too. Exactly, Shemaya. Improved every aspect of your life. So it gave you a few hours of benefit. Okay, you invested 100, let's say. You got a few hours a day of benefit. You're going to invest. Oh, by the way, I just wow, so many people are enrolling. Wow, we have so many people enrolling. Wow, 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 wow. This is amazing. Amazing. Okay, listen, the £79 ticket has just been sold out. So now for £1 more for £80, you can come yourself and bring someone with you for free. That's unbelievable. And you know what? In the next few minutes, it's going to be gone. So if you want to join, what I'd suggested, even whilst I'm explaining, I'll keep explaining for another 2-3 minutes. Gal, can you please share the link in the chat? Listen, before it's sold out, click that button right now and go and register. There's a button in the chat section right there. It's break.gprosperity.com. I suggest you click on that button right now because the things you've been investing in and these, like going for a meal, going to get entertainment, all the things, it's nice for a few hours. You come with your wife, you come with your girlfriend, you come with your boyfriend, you come with your husband. And you know, if you're a wife, you know, if you're the woman, you're the head of the house, yes? So you can get your husband, your boyfriend to do whatever you want. And you don't even have to do those extra things. I mean, if you do those extra things, for sure they'll be bowing down to you and doing whatever you want without any question. You just look at them and they'll do what you want. So, look, I promise you, as a minimum, if I was in your position, I would do VIP because I always want the best. And Meir is the best of all teachers. He'll help you beyond help. It's a very small investment. So go and register. The entertainment is very low level that you get when you go to eat or you go cinema. It's nice for survival. What Meir is talking about is way above that. Meir, can I have 2 minutes to just explain something that made so much sense for me? Okay, look, I'm going to show you my wizard board, okay? By the way, if you've not registered so far, I would recommend it, and this is going to seal the deal for you. So this is you here in the middle. Can you see the blue dot in the middle? And this is everything that you want, everything that you ever imagined is right here. This is you, the spirit, everything that you want, okay? Everything that you want. And you shine very brightly, like unbelievably brightly. And I'm underestimating the power of you right now by doing this small drawing. Okay? Now, if you got married, what happens is that your light gets dimmed down a little bit. I'm only joking, by the way. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm just saying that because I've chosen so far not to get married. I can get married if I want, but I've just chosen to do that. That was just a joke. Married people, please don't attack me, even though I'm willing to be attacked. It's not a problem. So what happens is that in the beginning, you're amazing, you're brilliant, wow, 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 everything's perfect about you. And then what happens, as you go through life, you start to put these walls around you that are invisible to you. There's all these walls around you that are invisible, invisible, invisible. They're all invisible. There's all these walls, and there's so many of these walls, so many of these walls, so many of these walls. And what happens is at some point, I'm just making it very small to make it simple, okay? I'm making it very small to be simple. And what happens is eventually you get to a point where the walls start to get so thick, you lose complete sight of who you truly are, which is perfect and special. And you can do anything. You, the spirit, can bring about anything. But all these invisible walls right here are preventing you from creating the life that you truly deserve and desire. Does this make sense? Type in me in the chat section if this makes sense. Type in something in the chat if it makes sense. And by the way, even if you understand this process, Meir has taken it to a much higher level. So even if you're an existing student, I'll suggest you be there because you know when you're with Meir, it's always an adventure, yes? So what Meir is going to teach you is how to understand this in a very simple way. And what he'll teach you is the tool so that you to break through this first major wall that's blocking you. Can you see in the top, in the bottom left? Can you see? He's going to teach you the tool on how to break this wall down. And just by breaking this wall down here, everything in your life will start to improve. Everything. You'll start to see more money will come into your life. You'll start to see that your relationships that were broken will start to improve. You'll start to notice your health improve. And maybe you have problems with your health, your mental or physical health, any kind of health, it will improve. Everything in your life, literally, all you and anyone in life has a major problem. Of course, you also have problems. And when you come, you will learn this tool and you will break down this barrier wherever you are at the moment, and it will help you start getting free. If you've had a divorce, if you've had problems with your children, anything, literally anything, even if your wife or girlfriend is constantly giving you a headache, you will learn the tool how to handle that. If your husband and boyfriend is not doing what you want, you will learn how to get them to do what you want. It's so powerful. So if I were you, my last comment is get to the seminar. Get to the seminar. I really suggest it. And the link's in the chat. Go and click on the link right now, register. I would find the stuff in your house that you don't use anymore. Go and sell it. Do whatever it takes. Go and find stuff, sell it. Do whatever it takes to be at the seminar. It will save your life and it will save other people's life. Thank you so much, Meir.
I want to tell everyone something that many times I'm listening to my own lectures and I learn from them. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, because when I listen, I see a different viewpoint. Right now, I'm talking to you from a viewpoint that I'm trying to get you to understand something, yes? But when I'm listening, I have the viewpoint of wanting to understand something. It's a totally different viewpoint.
Meir, one last thing is that I would pay £10,000 to come to this seminar. You're literally you're helping them save their lives, Meir, for free, because if they not even pay, they're making an investment. They invest this £80, they bring one person, and then if either one of them brings another one person, you're giving them the £80 back. This is unbelievable. So they're getting it for free. Listen, if you've not registered, go and register right now. Go and click that button. It will save your life. You can write it off as a business expense. If you're a business owner, write it off as a business expense. Why invest in the corrupt government when you can invest in yourself?
Yeah. Okay, are you ready? Thank you, Vishal. Are you ready? And thank you, everyone. I really want to help you. And I make it really as easy for you and as safe for you as possible, so you have nothing to lose. Just show up. Okay, we continue. Who is the greatest danger to society? It's a very interesting question. Ignorance. You are not a danger to society. You are a plus point. You are helping men, not women, yes? Universe, yes. Governments, Robots, yes. If you look, you'll see that society that has a lot of criminals have a problem. Is that correct? Like if you live in a society where everyone is criminal, like it's very dangerous. Criminal government, criminal gangs, the viewpoint is criminal. So you'll see that most people will think that the hardened criminal is most people think it is the hardened criminal, but the criminal is merely a symptom of what's really dangerous. Everything you said, it's just a symptom. If you say victims, if you say fraud, even if you said me, it's just a symptom, because you actually, the plus point, you are perfect, and anything that is not perfect is not you. So the greater danger is the person who has surrendered causation, the person who lives as an effect, the slave. You see, if you have someone in your company that feels, I don't know, I'm just doing what you told me to do. Do you understand that this is super dangerous, because he's responsible for an area and he doesn't understand what he's doing, so he will destroy, and a lot. The most dangerous person to society, the most dangerous person for you, the most dangerous person around is the effect, is the slave. If you have a driver of a bus and he feels that he's an effect, things just happening to you, God will help you. If this guy is the guy that's writing your program, God will help you. If you are married to a person that is total effect, believe me, he will destroy you. He will do the worst thing you can imagine. Because a person that is effect is basically accumulating a reason to attack. Listen to the definition here. A person who is effect is accumulating reasons to justify the attack against you. Why it's okay to do bad to you. You married to someone that is an effect, and 20 years into the marriage, he will tell you, you've done this to me, and you've done this to me, you've done this to me, and you've done this to me. You have an employee that is an effect. He's quiet. He's creating damages all the time, and then one day you decide to fire him because it costs too much, and now he will go to court complaining about 20 years of abuse. He didn't say nothing for 20 years, you understand? And you didn't abuse him. He destroyed you, you understand? A person that is in effect, he's accumulating like stone accumulate energy, yes? Like the ground accumulated the warmth of the sun. A person that is in effect accumulating reasons to attack you. Reasons to destroy you. Justifications. For every tyrant, every corruption, every collapse requires one thing. People willing to obey. Because while the criminal can build a prison, only slave can keep it standing. Are you with me? So if you are in effect, if you think you can do nothing about it, if you blame your parents, if you blame the situation, if you blame your place of birth, if you blame your body, believe me, you are the one that keep the wall standing. The stronger the verticals, the more effect you become. And the more effect you become, the more dangerous you become, the more destructive you become. You go into a relationship with someone, into business, and he's sitting there, and if he's at verticals, he is sitting there and collecting reasons, not only from you, from everyone, why you are bad. He will destroy you. You have a husband or a boyfriend that is at verticals. He collects reason why you are the reason he lost money, why you are the reason he did not succeed, why you are the reason that his life is miserable, while all that time you were the only thing that was good in his life, for real, not fake. Are you with me? So the more verticals you are, the more dangerous you become to yourself, to your family, to your group, to mankind, to life itself, and even to God. Since I do not think there is a greater disappointment to God than a creator who spent his entire life trying to survive the very reality he unknowingly creates. Are you with me? And here I'm talking about dangerous as a destructive thing, not dangerous as a constructive thing, yes? The lower the mental condition, the more a person mistakes compulsion for choice, obsession for purpose, and inhibition for reason. When a person is really, really, really low mentally, he think that his compulsion is his choice. He says, no, I don't like it. Or this is what I like. Or this is what I want. Nonsense.com. You will see, yes, you will see him act because he feels like it. Because he likes it. Because he's upset. Because he's offended. Because he's tired. Because he's hungry or married. Yes, this is all excuses. You understand? I'm just an employee. I'm only one person. This is all verticals, yes? I'm only one person. My boss is against me. He does not understand. I do not feel like it. It is too hard. I'm too tired. I'm burned out. All nonsense. Effect, 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 effect. And when effect becomes the culture, anarchy becomes the future. So if the culture is effect, 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 oh, look what has been done to him. You look in this culture and you'll see whoever is the victim receive the most admiration. So the employee that don't produce receive the protection of court, with the owner that actually paid the salary, that take the risk, that works like crazy, is being attacked. Are you with me? When effect becomes the culture, anarchy becomes the future. When everyone think, no, look, this is because of what happened to you in your childhood. It's not because of what happened to you in your childhood. It's because your viewpoint on what's happened to you in your childhood. Because 3 children in the same house, totally behaving differently, and the same thing happened to them. Are you with me? It's just how useless you want to be. Effect, effect, effect. Now what is anarchy? What is anarchy? When I say anarchy, what do you think I mean? What's this word mean? No clues, breaking down something, chaos, messy, crazy, no order, total chaos. I will explain. Disorder, lawlessness, no rules. Okay, let me give you my definition. Okay, so here's my definition. My definition is anarchy is the active resistance to the formation of a group. In order to have a group, everyone must have a very specific target that they're going for, and everyone must have an agreed upon understanding that they will bring the result regardless of the barriers, regardless of the opposition. So anarchy is the active resistance to the formation of a group caused by the inability to operate as an organized whole towards the greatest good for the greatest number of being, life forms, and things, with the inevitable end result of destruction. So when people cannot bring results and they don't want to be accountable for those, they don't want to be responsible for that, they're going down to the level of the physical universe. The physical universe is not organized. The physical universe is a mess. It is men that control the physical universe and drill a hole through the mountain, that control the physical universe and build a computer, that control the mess that is the physical universe, the independent action, the total anarchy, total confusion, which is the physical universe, and build a building. Are you with me? So when people, a total effect, they want anarchy, which means they don't want anyone to control them because they know that they cannot live in a group. They're still good. They're trying to protect other people from them and say, I don't want to be in a group because I know I'm destructive. It's really unbelievable. It's come from 16th century via medieval Latin anarchia, from Greek anarchia, from anarchus, without a rule or ruler. Are you with me? Now, who is the absent ruler that bring about anarchy? Who is the absent ruler that bring about the chaos of the physical universe? Who is the absent rulers that bring about such a mess? Who is the rulers that is not there? The spirit, exactly. The spirit, me, exactly. It's you that's not there. When there is a mess in your life, you need to realize you are not there. You have a machinery, you have knowledge, you have beliefs, you have automaticities, you have fixed ideas, you have fake realities, you have a mind, you have a brain, you have a body, but you don't have you. You are gone. Are you with me? So when your life is uncontrolled, when you cannot bring your life to be a coordinated whole towards overwhelming the enemy, and winning in the game of life, you need to know that you are not there. That's why you can experience failure after failure after failure after failure, and you're not even embarrassed. That's why you can go proudly and say, well, I was born in such and such place. So what? Why didn't you make it go right? I would be embarrassed if someone will punch me. I will be embarrassed if someone will do something against me without me doing anything to fix it. Like, no way. No way. I will. And most people take it as a badge of honor. Look what's happened to me. I'm useless. They think it's a badge of honor. Because when they deteriorated for so long, and they act only as verticals, they realize they're so bad and they try to warn you from their viciousness. It's really unbelievable. The ruler is the spirit. The ruler is you. If in your native state, you do not want things, you create things. The native you don't obey your feelings, you use them. You don't say, oh, I feel tired. What do you mean I feel tired? I tell the body what to do. I don't serve the body. What do you mean I'm tired? If I have a target to do, I'm going to achieve the target. What's the connection if the body is tired or not? In your native state, you don't obey your feelings. You don't say, oh, I don't like it. Oh, this is what I like. That's what I'm doing it. No, this is the useless. The native you has no desires, no obsessions, no compulsions, and no inhibition. Only objects do. Only objects have desires. Only objects have obsession. Only objects have compulsions and inhibition. You take an object and you put the right material next to it, and uncontrollably electron jump around because there is a desire, there's obsessions, there is inhibition. You bring two pieces. You bring a fire. You bring water and oil, and they separate. They cannot control themselves. You understand? Or you bring wood and fire, it will burn. It cannot control itself. Do you understand? Only the physical universe has obsession, desires, compulsion, and inhibitions. Only the physical universe acts on what it feels like. If it feels wood next to the fire, there will be fire. There's no control, you understand? There's no causation. The native you has no desires, no obsession, no compulsion, and no inhibition. Only objects do. You, the spirit, supposed to control them. You're supposed to bring about order into this mess that's called the physical universe, into the desires, the obsession, the compulsion, the inhibition. What's the difference between a person and a robot or an animal? Is the person have the sense of right and wrong. Are you with me? He can control his desires. He can control the obsessions. He can control the compulsions and the inhibitions. He does not act based on what he feels, but based on the expected results. And anarchy is a situation in which there is total lack of organization or control, all a mess. When effects become the culture, anarchy becomes the future. And it is the reason why you do not have income, why the family units break down, why most businesses fail, why society deteriorates, and why mankind can become extinct. Because you operate on a broken 8. You operate on verticals, and you don't have any idea that it is your responsibility to bring order, to bring an organization, to create a united whole. So finding the actual reason, the hidden source that causes you to be in the condition of verticals is not just a personal emergency, it is an emergency for mankind and all life form. That's why I made the prison break, the England seminar, so cheap. It's not just your personal emergency. Look at the people around you. Look at their reaction online. Look at the reaction online. I put online only nice thing. I'm helping people. And yet people somehow find reason to attack me. Why? Because vertigo, do you understand? Yes. So we said there are two types of being cause. The first one was verticals. What do you think is the second one? What do you think is the second one? True cause, yes. I don't know. I am cause. Spirit cause, yes. Cause. Source cause, yes. Yeah. Okay, yes. Cause. I don't know. Okay. Total blindness, it's cause. The second type of cause is total blindness. Because, yes. Okay. Okay. I'm going to tell you what it is. And I'm going to go very, very quickly over it. It's a different kind of viewpoint on cause. But once you'll understand it, you'll see that it makes total sense. And this is the only way to actually be cause. Okay. In the physical universe, yes, cause is always straight cause, yes. Okay. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. So the second type is causative effect. Causative effect. And I will explain exactly what I mean. I will explain. Okay. It is the willingness, it is the willing assumption of effect in service of a chosen game and in the direction of an ideal thing or a greater purpose. So what does it mean? I'm willing to assume the position of effect in order to play the game. In order to play a game. So I'm willing to say you are my opponent and we're playing basketball and there is all kind of rules that I'm willingly becoming the effect of the rules. Yes? Without this, there's no game. Without this, life becomes very serious. Without this, I can only be verticals. Because only for as long as you play the game will you actually be cause. You understand? Good, Caroline. Wow. Or in other words, cause is the willingness to play a chosen game for the joy of playing it and nothing else. So causative effect, the only way of cause is the only freedom there is the freedom to play the game. Are you with me? It is willing to be an effect. Yes, I know the body is in pain. I know, but I'm going to do the gym because the game is how many centimeters can I grow my chest, or how many push-ups can I do, or how much bench can I push. That's the game. Why? For no reason at all. Good. It is really unbelievable. You'll see. Now, what is a game? A game is the consideration that it is fun to overcome barriers in the direction of a purpose, regardless of the price. This is a game. Are you with me? A game is the consideration that it is fun to overcome barriers, which means it's fun to be an effect of the barriers. I'm creating the barriers. I'm totally willing. I'm causative effect. It is fun to overcome the barriers in the direction of a purpose, regardless of the price. Only then it is a game. Otherwise, it's extremely serious. It's extremely dangerous. If you are willing to consider it is fun to overcome the challenges of raising a child, with the purpose of maximizing that child potential, then motherhood ceases to be a burden and becomes a game. You become an extraordinary mother and you will be free. Because the barriers, the effect is causative effect, because you are willing to consider it is fun to overcome the challenges. So this effect, which is the challenges, is not a problem. I want it. I want to be effect, causative effect. I want to feel the kiss. It's an effect. I want to feel you touch me. It's an effect. I want to have 100 emails so I can handle them. It's an effect. Shemaya, just listen to what I'm saying and you answer yourself. Are you with me? You will answer yourself from the examples that I give you. Just see how it can be and how it's not, cannot be. Are you with me? Yes? Can you see that? If you cannot totally if you say, no, I'm not willing to overcome the challenges of raising a child. It's difficult to raise children. Those brats are very difficult. I don't know. I'm so tired. He's killing me. It's dangerous. He's not behaving. Blah, 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 blah. Then you are not causative effect. You're not taking the effect and say, I'm going to be cause over it. I'm willing to be the effect. I'm putting there the effect. The effect is part of the game. There will be no game if there is no effect. You understand that, yes? If you are willing to consider it is fun to overcome the challenge of growing plants with the purpose of creating beautiful gardens and enriching the lives of others through beauty, then gardening ceases to be a burden and become a game. You become an extraordinary gardener and you will be free. But you will not be free if it is a hassle. You will not be free if it's hard work. You will not be free if it's tiring. You will not be free at all. Free meaning you will be willing to, you will be able to be, to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm. You will not have any kind of barriers, any kind of problems. The key is fun. The key is fun. Life is life only when it is fun. And it is not fun if it's not a game. And game include within it being an effect. So if you want to be only cause, you cannot be in a game. If you don't want to be an effect, you cannot be in a game. If you want to be verticals, you cannot have fun because you'll get what you don't want. You can never win. You cannot be an effect also. The only way to win in life is to realize that life is a game. And life is life only when it is fun. And if it's not fun, you need to know you are not operating at causative effect. You are operating on verticals. And when someone's tried to convince you that everything is dangerous, that everyone must be suspected, that you must always be careful and always be serious, someone wants you to obey. Because the more serious life becomes, the less it becomes a game. Because a game is not a serious thing. It's all fun. And the less it becomes a game, the less free you become. When you have to be right and cannot afford to be wrong, when your obsessions command you, your compulsions drive you, and your inhibitions stop you, you're a slave. And whenever there is a slavery, freedom has been wounded. The worst crime is not crime against possession, not against your money, your body, your children, your business, your state, or your religion. The worst crime is not the theft of your money. It is not the theft of your body. It is not even the theft of your freedom. The worst crime is the theft of your laughter. It is the crime against fun, the assassination of laughter. Because the moment laughter dies, the prison doors close. And you stop laughing for a long time ago. And the purpose of the prison break is to resuscitate laughter. That's why you need to be there. That's why you need to make sure everyone that you care for be there. Because if life is not fun, if your laughter has been stolen, if it has been assassinated, why living? Why living? Okay.
I want to tell you something quickly. Keep in mind, you can join in person in the UK or from anywhere in the world online. So wherever you're listening to, you can buy an online ticket and join, and you have the money back guarantee. Nobody does that. Register.
Vishal, Gali, do you want to say anything else? Do you want to join?
I think Vishal and I will stay on until the end a little bit. But Meir, if those are your final words, we'll take over. That was amazing, mind-blowing, beautiful. Wow. Meir, do you have anything before we go on?
Yeah, just be there, because you deserve to laugh. You deserve to be free. And it's easy. If it takes a day to reverse the dwindling spiral, why not? The worst crime is the theft of your laughter. We're going to handle that. Okay.
Okay. Really quickly, I want to clarify something here. We're about to go into some thank yous, and they're always really nice to hear. Right now, the price jumped to £100. It might even be more by the time you see this. If you use the code BREAK26, it will push it down to £80. Okay? £80 for 2 people. And if you bring a third to the door, we will give you back the £80 in cash. The £80 is just to reserve your spot. You understand how unbelievable that is? Like, it's for free. You just need to reserve it with the £80. So that's the code, BREAK26. Now, the online tickets are just per person. There's no money back on that, except for the guarantee. If you're not satisfied in any way for any reason, you will get your money back. Now, you have that or the VIP option, which is per person. All right, now there'll be some thank yous, and then we're going to go into a bit of extra information from both me and Vishal, which I think you'll find valuable. Okay, I'll see you in the United Kingdom live or online.
Thank you for Vishal, for everything you've done and your team. Vishal been like beyond unbelievable. He's acting not just like a friend, but as a family member. He is like really unbelievable, beyond. Super responsible, super admirable, smart, caring. Totally positive effect, totally 100% positive effect. And it's not only him, it's him and his team. And not only his close team, he brings us some people that he works with, and Chris, and he's just going out of his way to help. And he helps you as well. He sits with you and work with you on how to become an affiliate. And it's just unbelievable, yes? Of course, the whole team in the GP, headed by Hadari, that do magic, just create magic out of anything. Every month they have highest ever after highest ever after highest ever. So this is really unbelievable. Also, Anna, that helps me in millions and one ways. And the only reason that you have this beautiful presentation, it's her. And Mariah, that whatever I ask from her, she's like, last night she stayed with me until I think 2 a.m. or something like that. And today she didn't sleep, I think, more than 3-4 hours. And I wake her up and I ask her to do things. And she was willing to go the extra mile, talking about causative effect. Like really, admiration beyond belief I have for Mariah, being a mother and a wife and running a business and helping me and you actually in ways that it's unbelievable. And of course, Gali, the God. It's not by mistake his name starts with G. Because Gigi, yes, God Gal, yes, definitely Gali, the most admirable person in the universe. I've never encountered someone like Gali, never. Seriously, he's like the being, super amazing, able, and everything in one pack. And you, because you're doing the hardest work. I promise you, you're doing the hardest work because you confront all the things that you couldn't confront for eons, and you do that. You do that, and you push, and you're there, and everything you've been. I don't know if it's real for you, but you've been programmed to never get out of the prison that you are in, and you've been programmed to make sure that if anyone else tried to go out of the prison, to keep him in, and you somehow managed to be above that. If that's not ability, if that's not godly ability, I don't know what is. So that's all. Vishal, Gali, it's up to you. Take it over. I love you, everyone.
I just wanted to give a big thank you to Meir. And I want to tell you guys what it takes to put on a webinar like you just received and the amount that you get. Meir won't tell you this because he does it from the depths of his joyous giving and helping. But Meir, to create a webinar like this, will start at 10 p.m. at night, work all the way through the night. What the Meir that you saw today worked from 10 p.m. last night through the night, no sleeping. Right now is 5 p.m., but at 3 p.m. the webinar started. So from 10 p.m. at night through the night to 3 p.m., crafting what you got today, this data, the research that went into it, concepts that you never heard before, pieced together with drills that work, that change your life. That's Meir. That's how much he cares for you. That's how much he's giving. And this is just preparation for what's about to happen in the UK. Just the preparation. So thank you to Meir for all that you give. Thank you.
Thank you, Babale.
I love you.
I love you. I love you, Babale.
I love you. So I know what you're preparing for the UK. I've seen it, and it's something that is just worth more than gold. If this is just like a warm-up, this is just a rehearsal for a day in person with you. Like, I cannot wait. It's 80 pounds is for 2 people, 40 pounds for an 8-hour day. It's just unbelievable.
Thank you, Babale. I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you. And Vishal, over to you. I'll be here, but please, Vishal, go ahead.
Okay, amazing. And please stay on. There's a few things that I want to share, and Gal will jump in at points as well. And we have the gift. When we get to the end, we're going to give you the gift. And I just want to amplify and just add to what Gal said, because he's so right. No one really knows what Meir does. He actually needs to leave, because I know he's saving so many people, like literally so many people. He's just beyond words. Very, very, the best being I ever met in creation. It's just, he's beyond creation. No, there's no way. I love you the most. I love you the most. Okay, well, maybe not as much as your children, but I love you very, very much. Okay,
I'll argue with you about who loves him the most. But anyway,
yes.
Go on.
I'm willing to let you love him more, Gal. Totally. Okay, so let's play some more. Are you ready to play some more? Just tell me in the chat section, what's the current problem that you have? Tell me in the chat section, what's the current problem? If you're open enough, there's a link for those of you who want to register. Tell me in the chat section, what's the current problem that you have? Something that's bothering you. It can be small, it can be big. Wow, Caroline, that's amazing. Tell me something in the chat section, whatever it is. It can be the tiniest thing, it can be the biggest thing. It can be something that's pressing. Wow, mom, wow, coming as VIPs, yes. Finances, free cash. Okay, yes, Kurt, it's true. You are perfect. Absolutely. Income is improving, but I still feel like I don't have enough to do that I want. A lot, I don't take notice of me. My eyes hurt. Emmanuel, I understand. Just acknowledge them at the moment, Emmanuel, yes? And we can actually fix that. Money, council refusing to remove mold. finance, better communication, my bladder. Amazing, Jack. Good. Thank you so much for being brave and willing to share what your challenges are. Now, exactly, Bernard, if you overcame that challenge, the thing that you mentioned, the money, the relationships, the bladder problem, the fatigue, the tiredness, the money issues, all those things you just mentioned, procrastination, not being good with communication, the removing the mold. If you remove that problem, what would it do for you? If you remove that problem, what would it do for you? Let's say you actually had a solution that would solve it in one day. What would it do for you if you solved this thing that's bothering you? What would it do for you? What would it do? Let you help more people. It would help you feel better. It would have a you have a deep-seated fear. Okay, Esther, good. We're going to handle that because you're coming, Es. No more limits. Happy. Let me move to Cape Town. That's true. Everyone wants to move to Cape Town. And open the doors I've closed. Be happy. I would come to the seminar. Wow, Jason. Esther, I would be the ace. Wow, production will be more. Yeah, UT. I think you mean Utopia. Is that correct, Jack? I could help more, set me free, pay for the courses and seminar, save more friends, give your love, production. It's happening, but we'll close 4 months ago. Okay, good. Excellent. Yes, yes, yes. That's very, very true. Very true. Now imagine you overcame that problem. Now imagine someone else that you know. Imagine someone else that you know. Imagine they overcame their problem. Imagine they overcame their problem. What would it mean for them? Imagine someone else that you love and care for. They overcame their problem. What would it mean for them? It would be so beautiful to witness. That would be amazing. Freedom, it would mean a lot. The world, that's true. Freedom, relief, freedom, yes, true. Very true. Joy, that's very true. Happiness, health, they would be super happy. That's so true. That's so beautiful. That'd be amazing. Now imagine you were the person who introduced them to the solution. Imagine you, liberation, true in Spanish. Imagine you were the person that helped them introduce them to that solution. What would they think, feel about you? Grateful. Yeah, endless love, gratitude, grateful, good feeling. That's true. They would be very grateful. That's so true. Remember, I said we were going to give you a gift. We will give it. I just want to cover a few things, okay? They would love me. That's so true. That's so, so true. They'd be grateful. They'd give you love. Yeah, grateful. Exactly. Very nice. Now imagine, just imagine for a moment, what Meir offered is a 200% money back guarantee. So it's a 200% money back guarantee. Of course, you never went to a seminar where they had cash at the door. If you didn't get the result that you expected, they just give you the cash there right at the door. It's amazing, yes? So you're getting a 200% money back guarantee to help you, to help at least one or two other people by doing it online. Okay, Emmanuel, that's good. That's good that you're going to do it online. It's better than not doing it. So well done for that. Of course, I would be. Of course. Yes, of course. I must make real money now. Yes, I can't get there. Okay, good. Okay, let me show you something.
If you can't get there, join online. It's the best money you'll ever spend. And how do I know? Because you'll never spend money that has a 200% money back guarantee. Your entire life, you've never spent anywhere money that had a 200% money back guarantee. Tell me where you've had that. Tell me a teacher. Tell me a service. Tell me anywhere. If you go and buy shoes from Nike and you don't like them, they don't say, hey, give us your Nikes and we'll give you back the cost times 2. Nowhere gives you that. So it's the best money you've ever spent because you spent whatever it is, 300 pounds. And if it wasn't worth every single cent, assuming you stay throughout it, then you just had the best, most powerful day of your life, or you had the best, most powerful investment. Worth it. So join online.
Amazing. I love that, Gal. That's so true. Okay, now let me show you something that is so important to help you understand. Type in me in the chat section if you already enrolled. Type in me in the chat section if you already enrolled. Okay, watch this. This is some magic right here, okay? Okay,
No,
good.
the money back, sorry, David, the money back is in effect for any of the tickets. The only thing that's not in effect is that if you bring someone, then you get it for free. That is only in effect for the live person tickets. Bring somebody to the room. That's the only place we can physically give you the cash. It's very difficult to control that online. But the money back guarantee is for anything. You join online, assuming you attend the full class, attended. Don't be on for an hour and say, I didn't like it, because you're going to go through a challenging process. So maybe throughout it, you won't like it. At the end, you'll love it. So if you stay throughout the whole process and transform and go through what you need to go through, and it wasn't amazing, the money back guarantee is, of course, in effect for all the tickets.
That's so powerful, Gal. That's so true. You have here, I'm going to keep it very simple, is you have a non-believer, okay? You have a non-believer. Above that, let's say you have a believer, okay? You have a believer. You have a believer, okay? Which is good, because a believer is someone that has this idea that maybe there is something more. Maybe there is a God. Maybe life can be better. Sometimes there's a possibility of that, which is good. It's actually higher than this. Yes, it's very good. It's very, very good. It's like really, really good. Being a believer is really good. Now there's something higher than a believer. Do you want to know what it is? The level higher than that is no. Okay, the level higher than that is no. Let's just use an example of God, okay? Let's use an example of God. There are non-believers of God, which is fine. They have the right to whatever they see and whatever they want to believe, yes? Then you have a believer, someone who says, maybe there's a God, maybe there's not. There is something more. There's a possibility of more for sure. When times are good, there's a God. When times are bad, God, why did you do this to me? And God, why does this? And why? There's a question there, yes? So the level higher is that you don't believe in God, you know God. You know God. Because when you know, there's no doubt. It's total certainty. There's zero doubt. And this is where we want to take each one of you if you're willing to come with us. Because that's what you are, yes? That's what you are. That's actually what you are. So when you come to the prison break, seminar in England, you will start to get closer to this idea of knowing. You will get closer to this idea of knowing, and it will be the best thing you ever discovered. The truth is, you already know, it's just hidden. Remember that drawing I gave you? Do you remember that drawing? So when you come to the prison break, this is what you're going to discover, okay? You will discover how you break this down and get to who you are. So you need to be there. You really need to be there. Contact us. Our team will call you. Find a way to get there. Gal, over to you, brother.
Okay, thank you very much. So, guys, what Vishal said is so true and smart and deeper than you probably realize. And yeah, it's really, really a no-brainer to be there. I don't think we will ever do a webinar, or it's not going to be a webinar, it'll be a seminar. Some people will join online, but I don't think we're ever going to do a seminar like this all day with Meir, ever again at this price. Just forget about it. So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And same thing with the online ticket. The price is too good to be true for an all-day ticket. I would love for you to show me anyone that does it at this price and this level of knowledge. Gold. So don't think twice about it. I'm putting the link one more time in the chat. Register. You have a 200% money back guarantee. You'd be foolish not to join. There we go. You have the link. Okay. You have a gift for staying to the end. Thank you for sticking with us. It's not a given that you would spend your time being here with us. So I appreciate that greatly. I value your time. And the gift that you're getting is something that was created by Meir, that is a total of his deepest learnings on the subject of success. Every person wants to be successful. Yes, success is not limited to finances. Success is success in your personal capacity, your health, in your relationships, in your love life, in your relationship with family, friends, all the relationships, in the groups that you're a part of. You want to be successful. You want to join a group. You want to be successful. You want to be successful with mankind. You want to add to mankind. You want to be successful with the nature and the plants and animals around you. Part of the way we want to succeed is through the nature. And you want to be successful through the physical possessions that you own. That's another aspect where you want to succeed. You want to have nice possessions. You want to be successful through spirituality. You want to improve your personal condition. And you want to be successful through the supreme being. We all want success. And of course, you need to have money. You want financial success. The worst crime in the Western world is to not have enough money. Because without that, you cannot help. Because the only value that money has is in how much it helps. Money is useless unless it helps. And you can't help if you don't have money. Imagine you have no money. How can you drive somewhere? How can you set things up? How can I have a computer to talk to you right now if I don't have money? So the more money, the more you help. So you need to be successful. Meir created a program called the Success Formula. And it's not just a 1 hour of, well, let's feel good. It's a 10-lesson program, about an hour and a half per lesson. So about 15 hours on the subject of success, but deeply, not motivation. This is really not motivation. It's the principles for success. That's your gift. It's a gift worth $300, which honestly should be about triple the price. We've put it up for $300. It's yours. You would have gone and bought it. You can go onto our website and see what people are paying. I'm gifting it to every single one of you. So you need to do the success formula, and it's a simple webinar that you can series that you can listen to at any time. So be on that program. I'm going to email it to you. All you need to do is just email gal@gprosperity.com. I'm putting it in the chat, gprosperity.com. And it's my, Vishal's, and Meir's gift to you, just more and more value. And that's a program that's yours for life. And you can listen to it whenever you want, and again and again and again. So that's a major gift. Thank you for staying until the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And join the UK events. break.gprosperity.com. Thank you very much, and have a very productive weekend.
Gal,
see you next weekend.
Boom, let's do it. Let's help save the planet. Let's literally
and see you
help
next
save
weekend.
Boom,
Next week,
yeah,
we're going to be spending so
London!
much time together.
Yes,
We're going to be
London!
amazing. All of us are going to be together, and you'll see it's going to be one big family. It's going to be the best weekend. Even if you're online, I think you're going to feel it. But being in person is unbeatable. Okay, cannot wait. Bye, everyone. I have to run. Thank you. Thank you, Vishal, so much. Thank you all for being on. And again, the biggest thank you to Meir for what he does. Bye-bye.